Hey, what's up everyone? It is Darren Esquire. Yes, and welcome to the behind the scenes of the video I uploaded the first day of college, part 1, I believe. Yes. I'm finally done, guys. I feel great. I went through a lot during that time making that video. There were times where I admitted I just want to stop because I just wanted to do something new. I kept hearing the same audio over and over and over and over again. I had to draw the scene. Some of the scenes you see are frame by frame, which is by far the most strenuous thing I've done willingly. Yeah, but anyways, we're finished with that, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. For those of you who may have seen the video before seeing this, considering that this is technically behind the scenes of that video. But anyways, I had exported the animatic to the video that you see on YouTube channel. It's the animatic version, and as you can see, there's going to be a lot of scenes where you don't see at all in the original video, because I probably took something out, or in this animatic too, I also left like giant white spaces, because those spaces I use for like post editing, like when I used the scene where I used the screenshots of the Twitter. I did that in post editing, so I just left that part white in the animatic. So if you just see white scenes, then now you know. What else? And yeah, I think that's it. I'm not gonna show the audio, because I'm speaking, but like after I'm done talking, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show the animatic through its completeness, or rather not, because it's animatic. You know what I'm saying. I'm rambling. Anyways, so this is the first scene. Right here, you see U-Tunes talking. This is actually the first time I've sketched U-Tunes, because if you guys know me, I'm not much of a sketcher. The drawings that you see here, like the profile picture and all that, I just draw because that's just what I do. But I'm learning to sketch more because my friends, they sketch and then their stuff come out really good, and I'm like, wow, I need to do that. So this is my first sketch. It's nothing, I mean, it was a big deal to me because I haven't really sketched before, but this is great. With the animatic, I wasn't planning to do an animatic because I didn't even know what it was. This is my first full-fledged animation video, so there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. And shout out to Laddie. She told me about animatics because I had no idea what the hell that was. And let me turn this up, I guess. Turn a little bit up. You guys can hear it, but I can't. But yeah, I think this animatic really helped me a lot, because I'd probably still be stuck on the video if I didn't, sketch everything out first, and I'm glad I did. But anyway, this is the first scene where U-Tunes is talking, and he's like, I want to tell you guys about my first day of college. And then this scene right here, you don't see in the video, and it's like a little close-up of U-Tunes, basically complaining. I don't know why I didn't put this in there. I just felt like that first scene should just be U-Tunes just standing there talking in front of his grayed out room about his first day. So that's why this is not here. This scene here you've seen in the video. This is actually one of my favorite scenes in the video, where he looks at the calendar. He's like, oh yeah, college is coming up, and then the calendar kind of breaks off, and then he's like panicking because he's like, well, that's a bad omen. And then this scene right here, I think I did the most work in, because this was one of the only real frame by frame things I did. Like different, I've done frame by frame things in the video, but it's like I made it like 2 or 3 different frames, hand drawn frames, and I just repeat the frames over and over. But this one was I actually put a lot of work into this, and it was just an animatic. I wasn't supposed to, but it was a good guide for when I actually drew the actual like finished scene. There in the background is my college, and I feel like I hinted a lot where my college is. I didn't mean to, so like I did mix some stuff up in post editing, because like I was getting a bit too descriptive, and part 2 is still coming up, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. But anyways, yeah, this is a scene when I'm just walking. Yeah, and I just showed the people here, and I'm like, I feel like I should have actually made people, but then it just would have been a lot more work. I did make a lot of people in the train scene, which took a lot of time. We'll get to that. So yeah, and then this is the part where I even tweeted about it, and if you've seen the video before, the actual video, then you'll know why it's white like that. So yeah, in that scene, he's actually looking up to down, but I thought that was pretty dumb, because I had drew that just to see him move, but I actually made him blink like twice in the final product. And then this part, I feel like I was really really ambitious with this video, because I actually made a little like a mini music video in the video, and people don't do that for their first ever animation. But I really wanted this to come out good. I think it came out okay. And as you can see messages pop up with my my friend group chat. But anyways, and I'm back. Sorry about that. It was getting distracting. Anyways, what was I saying? I totally forgot. Oh yeah. All right. So with this music video, all right, if you hear like noise in the background, that's my dog snoring. She's a loud snorer. Anyways, with this scene here, I feel like I was really ambitious with this, considering it was my first ever video. But I think it came out pretty good, to say the least. You know, it's a little corny, but I liked it. Yeah, and all right, so there's like lines that you see here, and it's like all squiggly. I'm gonna rant about that a little bit in the future, but for now let's leave it alone. But yeah, you can see it right here too. I didn't even realize it until now, but this scene right here where he's twerking, where YouTube is twerking, is really funny. I literally animated just his ads. I feel like it made it funnier because instead of his whole body moving, it's just his butt, and it's like physically impossible to do that. So I just found that funny. I even gave him a little back pocket, but I don't think I did it in the final draft. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I did that in the final draft, but you know, I just did that just to try it out, and I have pencils here and whatnot. And then here, I didn't know what to do for the binder part, so I was like, why don't he just stand on one hand, just like opening and closing his legs as a trick or something. I didn't know what to put there. But in this animatic, you can see that the binder is kind of laid down, but in the final product, he is actually on top of it and then doing it, which makes it a bit more impressive, because like the binder could fall, I guess. Anyways, in this part, I didn't add this part. I added the loose leaf part, but there was a little part here, as you can see, where I had made the stick figure U-Tunes kind of run across the loose leaf and jump, and then end up at this side and then land down. I felt like that was like highly unnecessary, and because it happened so fast, people may have like not wanna, like may have overlooked it. And considering that there's a music video and there's like a tempo to this, I decided to take it out. So I just made him sit like at a table, just bump his head to the music that's playing, and I feel like that fit a little bit better. Okay, and here, YouTunes is I forgot what I did for books. Oh yeah, I remember I did. Okay, so in animatic, YouTunes is standing on the top of a book, which I actually kind of used this concept for the binder section, and he has like a cape or whatever. And when I was doing the final draft, I thought that was pretty dumb. So instead, I made a giant book and like made like a cover, and just him in it looking all dramatic with a scarf. Talk about like this is his autobiography or whatever. I felt like that was funnier, and I like it. So, and here, I actually made a little CS:GO joke. I know that's a little old, but I don't know. I just wanted it there. It was like kids only, and I put these nuts here. I was like, that was just placeholders. A lot of stuff was just placeholders, and some guy just dancing across dancing across the screen. And I also didn't add that to the final draft. As you can see, I made it funnier because everyone has like bones to pick with React channels. So I made a React channel reacting to a YouTunes video, and I thought that was pretty funny. I know a lot of people are not going to see that part unless like they pause it and really study it. But I thought it was pretty funny. And yeah, and maybe I'll make a React channel. Who knows? In this part, alright, so I had made the song prior, and the next part was clean clothes, check. And I felt like that was so dumb in drawing, like while I was making it animatic. And then I was like, So as you can see, I decided not to do it. So this is just here. In the post video, you don't see it at all. It just cuts to the next part, which is MetroCard, where he's like just standing there like, oh crap, I forgot my MetroCard. I thought that was pretty funny. And then just zoom in his face, but I actually zoomed in even more and went like into his eye. I know it was like unnecessary, but I just found it funny, and I really got to show off my skills with drawing eyes, because I like drawing eyes. I sketched it. I sketch eyes all the time in my notebook and stuff like that when I'm doing work. I don't know why, but I do. Anyways, yeah, but I made this scene a lot more better, I feel like, in a post-production. And I added like the little text here and there. And then in this scene, YouTunes is running back like off the screen and then running back out. And I made it a lot better in the final draft, because he's like running across the sidewalk, and then you see the street, and you see the stores and stuff in the background, and then you see like you hear that like that running cartoon noise. I had added that in post editing, and I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah. Oh, in this part you guys didn't see at all. Alright, this is entirely my fault, because now I think about it, I should have did it where I showed YouTunes walking down the stairs in the train station. And the reason why I didn't do it, I feel like I think it's because I didn't feel like it or something. But I don't know why. I think it was just a lazy thing. But I was supposed to. This is really good too, and I could have drew YouTunes like walking up, and then you just see him like going up and down, and then the background would like slowly get farther away, like he's actually walking. I should do that in another video. Yeah, I'm kind of mad I didn't do that, but I will do something like this in a future video, I promise. Yeah, this part was pretty cool. And then in this scene you see the train rushing, like, and then you see like the train from the front point of view. I had used this actually in the final draft, I mean, where Utunes is talking and then he thinks up a thought bubble and then this pops up. And because I still wanted to put this in it somehow. So yeah. In this part, I didn't really show him running. He just talked about him running, but then this scene, it happened really fast. But you see his sneaker. You see his sneaker tripping. I made this. This was only like half a second, I think. In the animatic, but I made this part longer, and because I'm really willing to like see if I could draw a sneaker really well, because I drew it really pretty well in the animatic. And since I draw you gamer like mostly farther away, or like he either is like really far away or he does like really close-ups, like really close-ups, so you don't really see his shoes. And like if he's from far away, I don't really make his clothes as detailed as it's supposed to be. So like scenes like this, I really get to show off like what Utunes is really wearing. And then this scene right here, I uploaded this animatic on this channel about a month ago, and then after that I was working on it, so you guys have a like intake on what this is. I basically made this entire 30-second scene like to the T in post-production. Like I made it, like every single scene you did here, I actually did in the final draft, because it's really good. I really like it. When I posted an animatic, I got a lot of compliments, and I was like, wow, great. So yeah, I'm really proud of this little section. And then this part, I also added here, and these two people were K-Tunes and Ivan, and then Jack was Jackadamia. He's like right here, and I added that because Ivan and Jack are both from New York, and K-Tunes has always wanted to come to New York, so I just posted that. It's like a little Easter egg for them, little insider. I haven't uploaded the video yet, so I don't know how they if they even realize it, but we'll see. And then it shows a picture of me looking down. I looked a lot in the post-production. I looked a lot more well, not me, but Utunes looked a lot more annoyed, and I like that part better. And then it shows here this part where he's looking at his phone. I added a bunch of random stuff in the final draft, but yeah. And this part I added as well. I made the X and the checks like animated, but it was the same. For this here, I replaced this scene with the scene of him looking out into like a yellow brick road, and then you see a bunch of buildings and stuff like that, a bunch of crooked buildings and windows and whatnot. I thought that part looked a lot more appealing rather than just 3 buildings and then a circle around it. Kind of like it was kind of a nod to the Wizard of Oz actually, with the yellow brick road. But yeah. And then towards the end of the animatic, my drawings got really lazy because I just wanted to like get right into the final draft. So you might see stuff like this, and like look at his hands. Oh man. So yeah. Oh, that part I added. I made the nope a little bigger, and then I made it different colors with a fart noise as the transition. And then here I showed the scene of him talking to the camera again, which I added in final draft. And then this part you don't hear it, but the cameraman is talking, but I decided to make the cameraman have his little own segment with words floating, because the cameraman is the editor. He's technically the editor of the video, even though I don't say so. He kind of is. Yeah, I gotta remember that actually, because I want to make like jokes and stuff in the future. And then this part is just so this part his head actually goes a little bit farther in the final draft with his neck sticking out. I thought it was pretty funny. And then this stair, then you show the stairs here. I think I drew the stairs pretty badly in my opinion, but I should actually add that to the video because I haven't exported the actual video yet. So I should probably point to it, but like that's supposed to be a spiral staircase because I drew it pretty bad. So this is the schedule. Yeah, I added random stuff that's in the post-production. In this scene, where he's like looking up with his pajama hat and stuff like that, I added here, and then I also added like a little monster right here, just like creeping up. So I did that because this is like more of a still scene, and I wanted something to move in this scene, so that's why I added the monster. And I thought it was pretty fitting because I made the theme of the theme of the scene pretty dark and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh yeah, in this part I was just like, I'm an idiot, but I made that scene like it probably looks just as dumb though. And then this part is where I drew 8-Bit's character. He's just standing there chilling, and then, but in the final draft, my hands are like actually animated. Well, U-Tune's hands are actually animated, and he's like slowly moving up from the screen. And I thought that part looked funnier because U-Tune's is actually really awkward in conversations where you're gonna see like later a little bit, like the scene right after this actually, where he's talking to him. Because he's not one to ask for help, which is why he gets lost and stuff like that, or gets in trouble or whatever. But that's in future videos, trust me. In this scene, he's actually explaining to 8-Bit's character what's up. As you can see, yeah, I said I was pretty lazy with this. I was not joking about that. But that looks like he have his middle finger up or something. And then I'm like, I'm new here, I got some trouble. Do you know what the schedule says? And then I showed a close-up of 8-Bit's face. This is like the close-up I did of someone's face in this entire video, I think. I did a lot of close-ups, but that was like the closest. I don't know why I made it so close, but in this part I added as well. When I'm like, what class am I in? Like, how did you read my schedule? Because I can't read it. But then by the time he opens his eyes, 8-Bit is gone. And he's like by himself, and then cue the cricket noises to like, I really wanted to like express how lonely he felt in that one scene. So I disabled the music that was playing in the background and just added the crickets. It only happened for a couple seconds, so you may have missed it, but yeah. Oh, my dog is on me now. Move. Okay. My dog is like on the couch right next to the microphone. Up, and she's moving. Is she moving? Up, no, she's laying down again. Okay. Sorry if you hear all that background noise. I don't know if I'll be able to fix that in editing, but hopefully. If I even do that. And in this scene, U-Tunes is like, he's kind of let down. Because there's no one there to help him, and he doesn't really know what to do other than go to the floor on the seventh floor. And I made this scene a little bit more dramatic in the final draft, because these lines are still here, but they're purple and they're moving, and then I made the background all droopy and stuff just to add to how he felt at that very moment. And then in this scene, it just shows him like not giving up. He's like, yes, I know I'm whoops, my headphone fell, but I know I'm in a pretty messed up situation, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. But in the final draft, I actually made him like kind of like a superhero, because I thought the tears, like he's like doesn't give up, but the tears are still there. I thought that part was kind of funny, so I made him a superhero, like made the cape fly while he was on the building. And just I thought that was funnier because he's like amidst buildings, and it's like a sunset, and he's just like, yeah, I got this, and he's like crying. I thought that part was funnier than what I had here. And then this scene, it just shows the elevator, which actually I added. I had added in the final draft, but it wasn't. You didn't see the other elevators here, cause I wanted to end here at the elevator because the beginning of part 2 is gonna show why. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the elevator plays a part in that video. In the next video. And then I wanted the scene to show him being really serious. I was kind of tired of his face, kind of like the same scene and stuff. Well, I kind of drew him at a different angle. I wanted it to be very serious, and then it just cuts. Okay, in this scene right here, you can kind of see the lines. Like, alright, a lot of the lines are sketched, but then you can kind of see these lines right here are a little droopy. And I didn't really realize that until like final draft of the animation, and I was like almost done with the animation, that a lot of the lines were really droopy. And the reason why I didn't realize it is because I don't really zoom in a lot when I draw. But then when I did, I was like, why do the lines look so crooked like that? And then I looked it up, and apparently the version of Flash I'm using, which is Adobe Animate CC 2015.2, which at this time of recording is the latest version of the program. There's like some type of glitch. The previous Flash versions don't have it, but the latest one does, which I really didn't like. So the video actually would have been out a lot earlier, like 2 days earlier or something, if I didn't spend the rest of the time fixing the lines. And which really sucks, because like, it's the latest version. Like, you shouldn't have no stupid troubles like that. But nevertheless, that's one of the things I hated about Flash. Another thing is that it used to crash a lot. But the crazy part about that is when I disabled the autosave, it didn't crash at all. It was like the autosave feature was making it crash. And the reason why I disabled autosave was because it was slowing down the process, like my drawing and stuff like that. And I already draw pretty slowly, so it was just annoying. So I disabled it. It didn't stop crashing. But yeah, I had a lot of like frustration for that program. I don't think I'm going to use Flash for part 2 of the video. I'm going to try out other things like Open Tunes and Toon Boom, especially Toon Boom, because I tried it out and I liked it. So hopefully if it goes well. I didn't try it out at first because, you know, I'm still new to animation. I thought Flash would have been the first, like the perfect program to get started with. But now that I'm like a bit more experienced, I should probably move over to Toon Boom to see how that feels, and Open Tunes and stuff like that. So, but if that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna have to come back to Flash anyway. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm probably gonna work on another video. I know there's some collabs that I'm working on as well. I have one with a friend of mine named Reptez that should be coming out soon, and then I have one with a bunch of us are in one video, and that might take a little while, but hopefully it will get done soon. I could put my main focus into these things now because I don't have a video to worry about. I made this video into 2 parts because like it was getting too long, and if I did it was taking too much time, not getting too long, because it's only like 3 minutes, around 3ish minutes. But if I did just make it all one part, I probably wouldn't have uploaded for like another 2 months or something like that, because I still have college and stuff like that to worry about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you watched this entire video, kudos to you, because you are a true fan. And if not, that's okay, because you won't be listening to this anyway. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to play animatic after I'm done speaking, in case you guys want to see it play out with the audio and whatnot. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't seen the video on YouTube channel, please check it out and like, comment, and subscribe there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been Darren Esquire. Peace out. I want to tell you guys about my first day of college. Now, I wanted this to go well. It would have been my first time in a new environment, surrounded by new people, and possibly new opportunities. I even tweeted about it, but their wishes weren't enough for the fail that is my life. In order for everything to flow correctly, I would have first had to get my supplies and stuff ready. So I was all like, pens, check. Pencils, check. Binder, check. Loose leaf, check. Books, check. Laptop, check. Clean clothes, check. Metro card? You know, the only thing enabling you to take the train to get there? Very important card. No? So I rush back and get it and head for the station. As I proceed to head down the stairs, I hear the train coming, so I hurry and then... So I finally make it to the area where my college is, and I look at my schedule to see which building of the 3 I needed to go to. I've never been to any of the buildings other than the main one, but all of the buildings are only a few blocks away from each other, so it shouldn't be that hard to locate. This should be a piece of cake, right? Nope. I think I spent around 20 minutes walking around the area looking for the building before I found it.
Zaka. Now,
Why do you ask for directions?
So I head in, and the building looks pretty cool and modern and stuff. So I look at my schedule to see what floor my class was on. Maybe it was because I only had a few hours of sleep the night before, but I couldn't understand where I had to go for some reason. Even though I hate doing it, I asked the passerby for help. Excuse me? I'm new here and I'm having some trouble finding my class. Do you know what the schedule says?
Oh, yeah, man. What you need to do is head to the 7th floor. Your class is there.
Okay, great. A couple more questions. What class on the 7th floor exactly? And how did you get that information? I can't seem to understand it. He was gone. That guy was my only hope for answers. I had no intention of giving up though. So my only choice was to head to the 7th floor and take on whatever challenges fate has laid for me.